Okay, so today's topic is going to be 15 tips to profit in a bull market. There are many little things that you can do. There are a couple of big things that you can do to put your best foot forward for success in 2024. It's going to be an incredible year. There's going to be a lot of gains, and there's a lot of simple mistakes that you can make that are really going to hurt your progress along the way. So I'm an avid crypto Twitter thread reader and enjoyer. And I'm a big fan of Miles Deutscher. He's a fantastic DeFi content creator. And I came across a very nice thread that he did today. And I want to share that with you guys. So again, this is coming from Miles. Great advice from Miles, but I want to throw my 2 cents on top of the ones that I feel are a little bit more relevant to my areas of expertise. So Miles posts here on Twitter that trading a bull run is harder than you think. 90% of people are going to fumble the bag again this cycle. Please don't be one of them. This could be your last chance to make it in crypto. Here are 15 rules you must follow in order to maximize this bull run. So again, obviously a little clickbaity, but that's how Twitter works, guys. Listen, like I shouldn't even say that. And because Miles is a great content creator and as a content creator myself, like the thing is like, I can't tell you how many people have hopped in our streams and been like, oh, nice clickbait title. It's like, yeah, like, I don't know if you know this, but like the whole YouTube Twitter game is trying to get random people's attention to come in and watch my stuff. And then my job is to then, if it works to pull them in, then I have to ideally keep them in with engaging content and information. So, like, listen, guys, if you don't like clickbait, right, like you're on the wrong platform. It just is what it is. It's how humans work. So our titles are always going to be like kind of clickbaity, like thumbnails are always going to be click, because otherwise nobody watches the stuff, right? And I'm not doing this for fun. So, all right. Anyways, rule number 1, keep things simple, right? As the market heats up, things can get overwhelming, more distractions, more opportunities, more noise. Don't lose focus, pick a niche, stay in your lane, find that edge and stick with it. This is really important. I think he actually has more to say here. Hold on, let's double check. Yeah. Accept that you're going to miss opportunities and be okay with it. I think that's the very important thing, guys. And where this speaks to me the most is a lesson and just kind of a mantra that I hold very close to my heart. If I want to say yes to amazing opportunities in my life, to doing big things with my life, things that I will be proud of, things that will leave a legacy, things that will have deep, deep impact on myself and ideally the ones that I love. In order to do that, that's going to take a lot of time, energy, patience, dedication, intensity. And there's no way I'm going to be available to do that if I'm saying yes to a bunch of other trivial things over here. So in order to say yes to something great, you have to have the courage and the discipline to say no to all the things that aren't moving you in that direction. And this is a bull market where you have to understand, like, you're in the bull market to make money, but everybody else in the bull market is in the bull market to make money. And the only way you can make money in the markets is by taking money away from somebody else. It's a zero-sum game. All right. So every developer is trying to sell you their coin. Every, pre-sale is trying to get you to buy their pre-sale. Every platform wants you to come use their protocol and deposit liquidity. Everybody. Your friends are going to want you to invest in the tokens they're into. And the people on Discord or Telegram are going to want you to get into the positions that they're in because it's what they're in. And you have to make your own decisions, right? And especially as things heat up, it's easy to like lose conviction and be like, oh man, maybe I should swap my whole portfolio for like this new narrative that just launched. And again, maybe that is your strategy, because we do know that new narratives can pump very well and you can kind of be that quick flipper trader rolling in and out of positions. But again, the more that you do in a bull market, the more you are likely to make mistakes. So again, keeping things simple. That's why I said do the work now. Pick out your portfolio, pick out the narratives that you're interested into, identify your allocations, leave some wiggle room so that you can grab a few new things as the market progresses. But in general, like, have a firm idea of what you're going to do, right? Develop a strategy and trade that strategy, right? Have the conviction in that strategy. Don't trade a strategy for a month and then just completely switch to something else. You got to stay consistent, keep it simple, guys, or you're going to fumble the bag and make mistakes. Number 2, accept that hype is greater than fundamentals. All right. Accept that hype is greater than fundamentals. This is a tough pill to swallow because a lot of people in crypto are highly intelligent individuals. And the problem about being very intelligent is that we think we're smarter than other people, or we think we're smarter than things. We think we can figure it out or outsmart it or, blah, blah, blah. But You just get crushed under the weight of the masses. You're not smarter. Your intelligence is not helping you here, all right? In a bull market, hype and speculation are the strongest drivers of price, not fundamentals, not partnerships, not TVL, not any of that stuff, right? Focus less on fundamentals and more on understanding market psychology, and you'll have great success, right? So again, it's very humbling for highly intelligent people. Honestly, in my experience, the dumber you are as a trader, the more money you make. Intelligent traders tend not to make money, right? Because we just overthink it. We overthink it. We overcomplicate it. We do too much, and it's not necessary, All right, number 3. When you have a strong thesis, back it with conviction. Size up when the stars align. All right, he has a nice quote here from Ocean's 11. It basically says, like, when the odds are in your favor, bet big. All right, and I will say that this is some fantastic advice that I have received, especially from successful options traders that I follow, right? Like they'll take their trades, and every once in a while, like the perfect trade will come along where the fundamentals, the technicals, everything aligns. And you got to shoot your shot. You know what I mean? There's this element of gambling to trading, right? There's this element of risk taking, all right? So what makes it fresh, it makes it exciting. Try to do so responsibly though, guys. Come on. Number 4, new coins are good coins, all right? This is very, very true. The market loves gravitating towards new shiny objects. It is typically the newer coins in a cycle that will pump very hard. Now, again, we have seen some very interesting reports that have come out lately in cryptocurrency that has actually shown the resilience and strength of older pairs. It used to be, it's a revolving door of top 10 cryptocurrencies by market capitalization used to be the thing in cryptocurrency, but the top 10's kind of been the top 10 like for a while now. We've had a few like move in, move out. But, again, we've got some very well-established, well-entrenched coins with strong communities, ecosystems, and liquidity. And things are just a little bit different than they were, even 3 years ago during the previous cycle. So, again, however, this is very true. Again, investors are drawn to the new shiny objects. VCs are in the market to pump their new investments, not their old investments that they've already made money on. Nobody's here to pump retail's bags, right? The cryptocurrency exists currently to pump the VC's bags, all right? So invest in what the VCs are invested in, and probably life will be good, all right? Don't let corrections shake you out, all right? During a bull run, the worst thing you can do is get shaken out prematurely, all right? Again, we want to be trend following traders, all right? We want to be trend following traders. We don't want to be calling tops typically, right? It's okay. Like sometimes the stars align and you want to size up and the trade is right in your favor, right? Again, work towards what works best for you. But in a bull market, you do not want to be the fool that is shorting every top. You don't want to be me. And you want to have the conviction to hold your bag through dips, all right? It's obviously terrifying if we do enter into the long, great bear, you know what I mean? But we are anticipating this big pullback, all right? We're planned for it. The pre-halving dump, right? We usually dump into March, right? February is usually a good month following Chinese New Year. And then we dump with usually a high sell-off, high volatility capitulation event that occurs sometime in mid to late March, right? Last cycle, it was the BitMEX March meltdown. So we'll see. Zoom out. Yeah. Get off the 15-minute time frame. All right. Don't let a dump on the 1 hour scare you out of a bullish trend on the 1 week. All right. Just keep it simple, right? This is why we always start off with the weekly, daily, and then only then do we go down to the lower time frames, right? Because what's happening there is only important if we're day trading. Okay. If you're trying to make life-changing money with investments and positional trading, keep your analysis on the daily and the weekly. Keep it simple, guys. Add on dips. Pretty self-sufficient, right? In an uptrend, dips should be treated as gifts, all right? This is when I like to buy. So when I do Money Monday, I'll look around at the assets that I want to invest in. And typically I will choose to buy anything that's down, right? Because I'm getting a better price. Long the leaders, all right? Long the leaders, right? And this can be scary, right? Often we don't want to like throw our money into something that's pumping. Within a narrative, the first mover advantage is substantial. But once you identify what that winner is, I mean, you got to kind of just hop on the train with everybody else, right? Oftentimes, sticking to the leader of a specific trend is a better risk to reward play than longing the lower cap beta plays. All right. So often when we'll see, like, for example, let's say we're talking about the narrative of modular blockchains and we're like, oh, Celestia is absolutely taken off. Like maybe we should long Manta because it seems to be lagging behind. No, you're probably just better off longing Celestia, right? Because that's where all the interest. And then listen, guys, this is hit so close to home for me. This is so important. But lower your IQ. again, it's so important, guys. Listen, as a smart person to the other smart people out there, your intelligence is probably doing you a disservice in the cryptocurrency markets. I'm not kidding. Like, I swear to God, the dumber you are as a trader, the more money you make. All right. I really swear to God, it's the craziest thing. It's the craziest business. It's the craziest industry. All right. Now, obviously, I'm being a little superfluous here. Okay. There is plenty of money to make on the table. And obviously, extremely highly intelligent, advanced people are probably the ones making the most. But for you as a retail trader, just try not to overthink things too much. Because listen, the people out there who are making the key decisions are likely far more intelligent than us, have more power than us, right? Have access to things that we'll never have access to. And so, we're kind of like just kind of completely out of that party. So the party that we are in, speculating on prices, committing to a strategy is a lot easier for people who just don't question things very much, right? Build your strategy, commit to the strategy, trade the strategy, right? Commit to your investing process. Ladder out, right? Again, this is very important. This will keep you from, this is one of those, this is a lesson. This is a rule that will keep you from crying tears into your beers. All right. And it's saved me so many times, right? You want to slowly take profits on the way up. You want a dollar cost out. You want a dollar cost in. All right. So when it comes time and you feel that like, oh man, the market's getting a little hot, right? Start selling slowly, right? There should never be a situation or a day or an event that makes you run to your computer, move all your funds out of cold storage, and market sell everything. That is the biggest mistake you could make. That is fear. It is emotional trading. It is not how professionals do things. We slowly scale in. We slowly scale out. All right. This will allow you, like, let's say you, like Bitcoin pumps up to 100,000, and then, like we get a big red candles to the downside, and you're like, oh my God, I got to sell everything. This is it. Well, if you run out and sell everything, and then Bitcoin runs up to 150, you're going to feel like a complete buffoon because you missed out. Whereas if you're just a little bit more patient and you only sell 20%, and you're like, I'll just wait, see what happens, right? All right, cool. 80% of your portfolio is up, and you were able to secure 20% of your portfolio, 100 grand. Like, what do you mean? You bought it 20. Don't rotate. As tempting as it is, don't get stuck in the loop of rotating profits from one investment to another. This game of hot potato is all well and good until you drop it. It's better to predefine a percent of your profits to go into stables versus back into the markets. Again, I think this one is a little situational, but I absolutely agree with them. During my first cycle, I did this a lot, where I would just basically like take one trade and then I'd put it all into another trade and I'd put it all into another trade. And honestly, that actually worked out for me pretty well, but I've seen how that can, people get stuck in the trap of like, okay, well, this is what I do. And then once the bull market's over, they're still in that trap. And it only takes like 2 or 3 bad decisions, kind of in that mode to just be stuck, right? And lose all your money. Because if you buy at the top and then hold it all the way down, it's basically the same thing as losing all your money. So yeah, I do like his idea here. This is very intelligent, identifying what percent of your profits are going to go into stable coins as secured profit and what percentage is going to go back into the markets, right? So again, I think that's a good rule. Don't short, right? This is why, guys, this is why I'm in timeout right now. Don't short. Fighting the trend is a dangerous game in any trending market. In crypto, longing offers a better risk to reward ratio as it has unlimited profit potential with losses limited to the initial investment. All right. So again, just disable the red button and you'll probably be all right for most of you. Leave a moon bag. Yep. Just leave a little bit, guys. Leave 1%, 2%, 5% of your position. Maybe it'll, 10x, right? And then he goes, refine your information sources. Now is the time to organize your Twitter lists, Telegrams, Discords. Yes, good information is key. And make hay while the sun shines, guys. Listen, I was just thinking about this yesterday, actually. I was like, oh my God, it's the bull market. We've got to extract every single penny of profit we can out of here. We've got to be hitting it hard. Because I remember the bear market. And life was not as happy during the bear market. And it's coming. Bear market's coming. Good times can't last forever. So make hay while the sun shines. All right. I want to give a big thanks to Miles Deutscher for that very informative thread. And I just had to share that with you guys and give you my personal insights on it as well. I hope you found it very helpful. You can find Miles over on Twitter as well. He has some great content for altcoins, DeFi, everything you could possibly need in life. And again, shout out to him again.